this is a sales call I did at the start of Boom Creatives. We closed this client for $3,500 a month. We got a $50 deposit. Okay, so I want to show this video to you because these are the sorts of deals you will probably be closing at the very start. You won't have the confidence or the experience to ask for more. And you'll see, this was with a European client, potential lead who became a client. When she paid the $50 deposit, I literally wrote to my business partner, yeah, she paid $50, but there's no chance in hell she's coming back. Okay, and then 3 weeks later, she messaged me, hey, Edward, I'm ready to go, let's start. Okay, so this is one thing you have to understand in this game. With this sort of offer that we're running, which is, I guess, SMMA, which is a stupid fucking term, but whatever. We're running ads, and we're growing Shopify stores, right? We're growing e-commerce stores. So on these deals, where it's kind of a direct ROI that we're offering them, you can expect 2 to 3 week lead time, and that's fine because people have to run numbers, they have to figure stuff out, they have to talk to their business partner, whatever it may be, right? They can still communicate with you after the call. With rebelfit.io, which is high ticket fitness, if someone didn't give me a card on the first call, they fucked off forever. They're gone, right? Or if they gave a stupid deposit like $5, they're also gone. $50 is a stupid deposit, but the important thing here is to get some sort of deposit initially, just to get their card numbers, because that's an act of trust that they trust you, and that actually, you know, I put in, I think, 2 hours or more on this call, right? Just get $50 out of it. And then they signed. So we actually got a good deal out of it, which was, I think, 14 or 15K overall. So yeah, and maybe it was even in euro. You'll see the call. It was a long time ago. It was at the very start of Boom Creatives. So anyone on this channel, when you're starting out, this call will be kind of near and dear to you because it's closer to your experience level. All right, so that's it for me. Enjoy the call. Cheers.
Yeah, it was quite basic compared to the agency that the consultancy that I had. After that, they were a bit more professional, but I just watched the video. I think they still use the old approach.
Everyone does.
I tested all the hooks and then everything else, and then a CTA. So
yep, there you go.
I really love the video because it really also, when you write a briefing for creators, it makes a lot of sense and it's very data driven. So, yeah. But of course, I have spent a lot of money on consultancies already, and I think I know a lot how to set up ads, but it's more or less the content creation that I and really get it running, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, perfect. So first one was 2 years ago, you said. What was the second one? And what were they doing for you?
It was
just briefly,
starting,
what was their service offer?
The complete setup of the really having a converting store. So I improved my my web shop a lot.
Okay. What's your conversion rate right now? What's your conversion rate right now?
I don't have a lot of ads right now, but usually 1.8 or something. It's not the best.
1.8%?
But I have to say 1.8.
Off cold traffic?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
okay.
And I have to say, I think my price was always, because I noticed when I had a lower price, it worked much easier.
Hey, your website, your product page, I'm looking at it now, it looks great.
Yeah, but I will reduce the price in the next 2 weeks to 39 euro instead of 50, because right now it's 49. So I think it will be much easier to sell.
Sorry, it's 49 right now, and you want to lower it to how much? I was just looking at your website. Sorry, 39. Okay.
Yeah, 39.
Okay, yeah, that'll be easier price point.
Yeah, and I will have reed diffusers in summer as well, so there will be a few products for the summer as well, but I always get a lot of really nice feedback for the products.
Are the products kind of more seasonal? The candles and stuff in the winterish, darker months, and then what do you sell in the summer?
Yeah, right now it used to be also candles, but mostly through markets or not markets, but exhibitions where I went to, where the store. So my main turnover comes from stores, not from the online shop. Okay. No, I mean, because your products look amazing. Like they look really, really good. And your branding is good. And your website's on point. And obviously you're in the German market, so we have direct experience. My business partner, Phil, he's from Austria. So we've run stuff in the German market directly, and it's a little bit different. So like you're, in that the audience expects kind of more
information on the site in text, that's exactly what you have. So,
Yes.
so we're very familiar with that. Let me.
Yeah, and it's also fragrance, you know, it's quite difficult to sell fragrance
Yes.
online.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also the German market is quite price sensitive. This is something that I always got feedback on.
Okay, okay. Let me, okay, let's back up a tiny bit. Let me go like this. Let me just kind of explain how the call is going to go, just so you know, and then we'll dive in, okay? And let me just close everything I have open so we don't end up lagging. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, almost. Sorry, close. Okay, cool. Okay, so from my side, the point of the call is just to give you all the information I have and explain exactly how we would scale and grow your business, and just to see if we're in alignment on that strategy. And that's it. I'll explain everything to you, so there's no stone left unturned. So you have me, right? You have my full attention. You have me for as long as we need to really go in depth, okay?
Yeah.
And the point of that is just so you understand all, right? At the end, because you have all that information, the only thing I ask is if you can make a yes or no decision. Both are fine by me, right? So it's like, yeah, it sounds great. I want to work with you. Let's go. Or, you know what? No, I appreciate your time, but it's not for me. That's totally cool. The only issue I have is when people are like, oh, you know, let me think about it. I'll get back to you tomorrow or a week from now or a month from now or anything like that, because
Yeah, of course. But I'm not sure if I can give you the answer right now because, you know, as I have been working with two consultancies and everyone told me, yeah, I can do this for you. And of course, your product is nice and stuff like this. So I have to think about it depending on the cost and everything, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Understand that. Judge me compared to them. That's like, that's all. Judge me on what I say, like, judge me on the logic that I talk you through. Okay.
Yeah, the logic,
Not about any big
logic,
numbers.
It's about the results, but I don't know how to. I don't have the results.
That's
right
how.
now,
That's how we get results. That's how we get results, right? Like I could tell you, like, hey, I spent last year over 5 million on TikTok ads. That's true, but you just disregard that because I can tell you any number and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
right.
And the others did as well. So
right. So no. So that doesn't matter. So if what I'm saying to you makes logical sense and you can see the trajectory up, that's all I want to impart on you. Okay?
Okay.
And if you do want to actually think about it, but you like it and you want to work with us, what we'll do is like I'll take some small refundable deposit, so to show that, hey, you're actually committed and it's good. And then I'll draft the contract. I'll send you the contract. If you don't want to do it for whatever reason, I'll refund you the money. It's no problem. And if you do, you sign the contract and off we go. Is that okay? Is that fair?
So I'm not sure if I understood. So you charge for the consult for this?
No. Just if you want to sign on, for example, I won't be like, okay, pay everything right now, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I see the results, and then of course, that makes sense.
What I'm saying is like, if you want to sign on, but you still want to see the contract and see the details, right? I'll just take some small deposit from you now at the end of this call, right? Fully refundable. So if you decide not to, you can have it back, but it just shows kind of good faith on your side that you say you're interested and you actually are interested. Is that cool? Is that fair?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It depends. I don't know. It depends on the amount. You know.
Okay. No. It'll be something negligible. Like really. I'm not going to pressure you into anything. Right. I'm just saying just so we set up. So that's kind of the if you like it, I'll be like, okay, let's take a deposit. Take a deposit. If you want to back out, you can back out. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But from the deposit, there's a contract that gets drafted. All the stuff we talked about is in there. Gets sent over to you. But that's like later on. So at the end, we'll go over that. Okay. But that's just from my perspective. That's kind of how we do things. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so first half is all about you, all about your store, all about what's going on. So tell me, how long you been in business? What's your trailing 6 months average revenue? And what are your profit margins on that?
On the shop or on my total business?
Take me through both. Yeah, take me through both.
Yeah, so last year my revenue was 60,000 euros.
Okay.
And I started 3 years ago, but I have 2 kids and I do it more or less half time, you know, in the mornings until midday and in the night I produce more or less. And I have one person that helps me throughout the week that helps me produce. So it's not that I have 100% time each day to do this.
Okay.
So I need a bit more time, but I have always half a day and I'm really focused and I work hard and I try to get as far as possible and I learn fast, so yeah.
Good, okay, excellent. Now you said 60K revenue, that's both like in person and online? Okay.
Yeah, because online has been more or less 10,000 or 15,000. It wasn't
total
over
the year, so it's very small, right?
Yeah, I started,
Okay.
Because I started in autumn and then I had to change so much that I always had to stop again and start again. And in January it didn't really work. So yeah, and then my ad account, I had to improve. I had to shut down my ad account and create a new one because the CPMs were so high that my last consultancy told me.
There's always issues with that.
So I tried so much, and of course I learned a lot, but also it's not like every agency promised me that it would be scalable and that we work together, and they help me get a scalable business. So I get and it didn't go until the end, Of course, they improved a lot, and I learned a lot, and I know how to read the numbers.
But your bottom line didn't improve, right?
Yeah,
you weren't profitable.
It didn't reach the goal that it's scalable,
Okay, I'll tell you this, just upfront. So again, so you're not scared off by me saying at the start, if you want to work here, I'll put a deposit. We guarantee results for clients. I don't think those had, we contractually guarantee that after working with us, you're going to be in the green, okay? And I'll explain why I can do that, okay? As I explain kind of what we do. But that's like a contractual guarantee, because I've been on the other side of this. I've worked with, so I've been media buying myself personally since 2017, like Facebook ads and stuff, right? Started back then. I had multiple businesses, and for 2 of them, I hired different agencies. For the first one, I was publishing books, and I did that for 10 years. I had 3 agencies, and they all promised results, just like those guys, like for you, right? Promised results. I paid them monthly retainers for 3 months, 4 months, whatever, right? Plus ad spend. What do I get back? 0 for all of them, right? 0. So complete loss. Same thing, 2020, I started a high-ticket fitness business, which is still running. I'm not involved anymore because it's just running itself. For those guys, for them, I was trying to do Facebook ads as well, same thing. And I got 2 agencies in to run the ads for me. Same thing. 4-month contract, whatever, you're stuck in the contract and no guarantee and no results. I'm just wasting the retainer money plus the ad spend money, right? And I'm like, hey guys, I have a real system that works. Like this is on you, right? So I hired my own guys for that, and then now they're doing it because they're doing what I say.
And now it works.
Yeah. Now it works. Like it's a pretty big company. We're making quite a bit on there. I'm just not involved anymore because my thing. I love growing businesses, right? So for you, where you're small, I see huge potential for you. But again, don't let me sell you on the potential, right? I just want you to understand logically that it makes sense, and if it makes sense to you, then work with us, okay? But as an aside, I see enormous potential because, for example, my business partner, Phil, he's from Austria, like I said. He was doing dropshipping for 4 or 5 years, and his specialty was growing stores from 0 to 100K revenue in about 30 to 60 days. And he's done this over and over and over again. Now, the reason he didn't go past that is because it was just drop-shipped crap, honestly, from China. Okay, so when you go past that level, you really have to start taking on inventory, and he didn't want to deal with that. So he would grow a store to 100K, keep it running as long as possible. And when it starts to dip and he gets bored or whatever, he starts a new one, right? Over and over again. So this is a repeatable process. This is what we're kind of bringing to you. But because also, when I started this agency, I was like, okay, we're working with brands making 100K a month on Facebook or more only, right? Because then I can properly price our services, they can afford to pay us, and we have enough ad spend to grow them on TikTok to the same level very, very fast. Right? That was the idea. But last month and a half or so, I realized that, hey, everyone's small like you, for example, right? Obviously, I can't charge you as much as I charge someone who's making 100K, right, a month. But you get the same team. But you have those products that can be scaled really, really well that I bet, we didn't talk about your margins yet, but we're going to. But I bet you have higher than 10, 15% profit margins of the dropshipping stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you have excellent products that people love, and you're not going to get 1 million returns, right? And you control the quality of what you produce. So now the whole idea really is the first engagement, okay? And I'll tell you again at the end. But the first engagement for me, I don't make any money on it. It's proof of concept for you that says, hey, working with us works. You can see the trajectory forward. And this is a little bit kind of a goodwill on my side. I'm like, okay, you get access to the same teams that all those big guys are paying, right? We grow you, we scale you see that potential, and then we sit down after 4 months or whatever, right? And say, hey, we've gotten you here, now let's enter a long-term partnership so we can really, really grow your business because we've proven our worth to you. So that's kind of the idea behind all this stuff. This is why I'm taking calls with, for example, you, when you have those excellent products. Because it's if you can scale with crap in China that's low quality and gets 30% return rates, right? You can definitely scale and grow with high quality products that you produce yourself. Right? So that's my perspective on this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
right? That's like, that really is, because I really want, because also.
Yeah, because then I also have like, because, yeah, then we both have a bit of security because, you know, there are so many consultancies that you work with. Yeah, and I've spent so much money on it, but it never got to the point where it's really actually scalable and know
And you know the
what's
problem.
hooked. And I still think I don't have a proof of concept, even though I make revenue, but I don't know why they buy. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. We'll figure this out. What I want to say, the average consultancy in this space has a 75% churn rate. So that means 75% of customers who sign up don't come back. That's horrible, right?
Yeah.
For us, we have a 90% about, right, plus minus a couple percent, retain rate. So people sign on and they keep working with us because we get them results, they like the quality, and they're like, whoa, like this works. And I'm like, well, I've been on the other side, so I'm designing everything.
Yeah, of course, if it works, then of course, why not still working together,
Because
you know? But it has to work.
The business model of all the other guys, for example, the ones you signed up with, really is sign up as many people as possible. Some of them will make money, but we still get the retainers from everybody else. So we make money on the retainers, and then the ones who make money, we show them off as our like ideal testimonials and all this, right? But it's like the 10%, and we ignore 90% that we just took money from and didn't deliver for.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so let me ask you, okay, what's your average order value right now? Up online?
€60.
60? 60? Okay, and what's your profit margins on that? How much does it cost you to deliver an order online?
So it cost me €10 to produce it.
Okay.
And I sell it right now for 49 and will sell it for 39.
Okay. So to produce,
and I have so the customer pays the shipment as long as it doesn't reach €80, and then I pay.
Let me go like this. What's the cost of you just literally producing and shipping to a customer who orders online?
€10 plus 450 for shipment.
Okay. So 15 COGS and prices around what? It's either 40 or 50. We can even try 60. But it's like above 50 and you're in the clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just do the math very quickly. What is that? Currently 15. 70% profit margins.
70?
70. If you're selling for $50, like what you are right now.
Yeah, right now, but it will be lower, definitely. So I have the...
We'll test. We'll test. Wait, we'll test.
Yeah, but I've already decided because I work with... sorry, you were gone.
Yeah, we both cut out. It's okay. So,
I said
you already decided.
Yeah, we've more or less already decided on 39 because I work with my sales agency and all my retailers, which I get most of my revenue from. So
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: it doesn't we can control the online pricing, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know. My retailers will tell me. Nah, I don't know. It's a bit difficult. It should be the same.
I'll tell you, not necessarily, because I know like very successful businesses who, for example, one of them, they run stuff on Amazon, right? And they make about 100K a month on Amazon. And what they do, they have their Amazon price just like 40, 59, whatever, something like that, 49, 59. And they have their website price, and it's like 120. And the point of that is to get customers to funnel into Amazon, and then if they ever see the price on the website, they compare like, whoa, I got a great deal. And then some people actually go to the website and buy directly from them at double the price, okay? I also know this one guy who ran a very, very successful supplement company, like fitness supplements and all this stuff for like weight training, bodybuilding. He was selling inside gyms, right? And he had a website. Now, inside gyms was like the real price that he did all projections on, and it was every single product was like $20 to $30 less than on the website, because then the people in the gyms were thinking, oh my God, I'm getting such a great deal. Let me buy 1, 2, 3, 4, like more than one, right? But also let me buy from this gym. And his business model was really just sending out to gyms and selling in the gyms. Some people bought from website, but it was like $20, $30 more, right? Now, so that's just like that's kind of a different sort of perspective, but. let me just kind of explain what we do. We, very quickly, okay, and then I'll go into depth. But I want to talk about your position first before we go into depth. But very quickly, we take care of everything from top of funnel, which is when they see the ad, all the way down to bottom of funnel, which is when they receive a receipt of a successful purchase in their inbox. We control all of this because that's the only way I can actually, like I said in the contract, I guarantee you results when we control every single step. So it's not like we just run ads for you that are like the best creative ads in the world, whatever, right? Plus like the best media buying in the world. But if it goes to a land that doesn't convert, yours converts, right? Yours converts pretty well. But if it goes to a land that doesn't convert, then I can't control anything, right? Or for example, if your average order value right now you said is 60, right? Let's say we can make some tweaks, we can do some post-purchase upsells, we can do some offers, and we can get it up to 70, 80, right? More profit for you because you're paying the same amount for the same customers,
of course,
right? So that's why, and I'll explain all this, but basically, when we come in to anybody, we drive all traffic to a single lander, okay? So we pick a single product or a bundle, like you can have color options or scent options, but it's really one thing, and that's what all the ads, because that's what all the ads are about because it focuses us on one thing at a time, right? Because if you focus on one thing, this is your focus bandwidth, right? On one thing, it's all the way. If you divert it on multiple things, like here, 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 you never get to 100%, right? So one thing at a time, that's very important. All our cold traffic would go to a self-contained, mobile-optimized lander. Okay? And what I mean by self-contained is when they go there, the only action they can take is to buy. So they can't click off. Like they have your logo up top, but it's not clickable. They have like, for example, if you want frequently asked questions or anything like to give them information, it's not on another page, it's on the same page. All the buttons are really only to check out and buy. Because every distraction you can give people, cold traffic people, they can take. Right? So we minimize all that, and it's a self-contained lander. It stands by itself, and everything happens there. Okay? And then the checkout as well, we improve that. But that's why I say, like, we do everything to make sure it's profitable, make sure it works. All you have to do really is provide your high-quality products, do the shipping, and then customer service. Right? Okay. So, because that's like, I have to control every single, like, there's, when I explain kind of what we do, there's like 5 things that we do. Right? And every single one of these are components of a system that have to work in sync with each other, right?
But does it go through my ad account so I can see the results as well?
Yeah. It can go through your ad accounts. We can set up new ad accounts if you want that are just ours. So you can see like what our spend is. So it's like isolated. You have access to everything. Everything we create for you is yours. Every asset we make for you is yours. All the raws we film that our girls film is yours. All the final ads are yours. It's all yours, right? Yeah. So we really just become kind of like the marketing arm of your company. And we do it all for you, okay? What else I want to say? Yeah, so it's like having all the components in the system in a line and in sync, that's what makes things work, right? I had a guy 2 days ago or 3 days ago, he signed up. He was like, you know what, Ed, like that's, after I explained it, like, that's very, very comprehensive. I've never heard anyone say anything like that before. That's very interesting. But I don't see any secret. And I was like, man, there's no secret. You just have to have all the parts of the system working together. Like, that's it, right? And he was like, And then he signed up. But, you know, like, because, like, I can't, like, if someone's trying to sell you on, like, unicorns and, like, secrets and secret sauce and, like, all this stuff, and you'll see, when I start explaining things, I really, like, explain it on the simplest level possible. So, like, because that means we understand. We can both understand. So I don't bamboozle you with, like, you know, all this terminology. So, biggest difference, and you know this because you've been doing paid ads, and we'll go right back into you because I want to know where you're coming from, okay? Biggest difference in paid and organic is that paid, you're paying for a certain amount of eyeballs on your stuff, right? And then when you have the right systems in place to take advantage of those views, right, that's when you make money. That's when it becomes a predictable revenue stream. On organic, you can have the best post in the world. You have no idea if someone's going to see it or not. You can't control it. That's the advantage of paid media. The other advantage is, you saw that video that I sent you, is in the ad managers, you get very granular data. You can see at what point people, right? That's completely lacking in organic. Organic is just like, okay, this worked or this didn't work. It's binary, right? And it's very, like, you can't work with that. People who succeed, it's like, okay, here's an example from a book I read like years ago, 2015 or something. It was about like stock trading or like day trading, whatever. And it basically, like, the hypothesis and the conclusion was like the successful day traders, literally it's all just luck. Because the example is like this: have 1,000 people, give each one of them a coin, and they flip the coin. Everyone who gets heads gets on to the next round. Everyone who gets tails is out. So first time they flip, there's 500 people left, right? Half tails, half heads. Next time they flip, there's like 250 people left, right? And next time they flip, there's like 125 people left. And they keep going until at the end, there's like 3 or 4 people left. They think they're these amazing winners, right? Because they did everything and they flip the coin heads, right? How many times in a row? But it's just luck. And then they start writing about, oh my God, like I know all the secrets of how this happens. That's not it, right? So day trading is kind of the same thing. So it's like, if anyone's trying to sell you on secrets, it's that, right?
Yeah.
And if there's secrets involved, there's no system that's like repeatable, and that's the most important thing. This is something we've done on repeat for our clients. So that's why I'm confident it works. Okay, so back to you. You have 70% profit margins when you're selling $50. Let's see what.
How much is it when it's 39?
Yeah, let me check right now. Okay, let me hold on.
I did all the product calculation with the last agent, with the last consultancy.
Yeah, 70% of 50, and then 62% at 40. But those are huge numbers. Like, for example, Phil, he was scaling e-commerce stores, your profit margin are 10, 15%, maybe 20 if you're lucky. You're starting with 60, right? So, like, we have so much room to play with to get your customers, right?
Okay, good.
Like,
because my cost of customer, it was like, customer acquisition was like 30 or something in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I think it's standard right now. It's got more.
But
I know it from the other companies that were consulted by this consultancies, because we talked and I saw them in the video calls, and yeah. Okay,
well, let me say this. Even if you're selling at 50 and your cost per acquisition is 30, which is super high, right? But if your cost of goods served is 15, 30 plus 15 is 45, you still should be $5 profitable on each sale. Were you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're making, so you're still making, but $30 to acquire a customer for a $50 product is horrible. Like that's terrible, right? But that's what I mean. Yeah. That's why you have so much room to play with, right? If you were doing drop shipping from China and you had $30 to acquire a customer, you're selling a $50 product, you'd be so far in the red. Like your bank account's gone, you're selling your house in a month, right?
Yeah.
So this is why I said, this is why I kind of pivoted to this sort of business model, because you provide the stuff that we sell, and the stuff is high quality. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So like our systems plus your stuff equals success. That's basically how it goes. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, so price is going to be between 40, $50, something like that, a euro. 15 cost of goods served. What's your revenue in the store right now, online store, per month? Last 3 months average?
Nothing, because I don't have any ads.
Oh, you're not running ads?
And the products, no, I'm not running any ads because I had these difficulties. I needed 3 months or 4 months to shut down my ad account.
What does that mean?
Create a new one because my old agency told me so.
But why would it be 3-4 months?
Yeah, because I was in contact with Facebook. It really, I don't know. It was a technical problem. They had to.
I'll tell you this. I'll cut in right now. Facebook does not give a rat's ass about any ad account.
I noticed.
This
is what I noticed.
If you have
I was in contact like every day with them. It cost me so much energy.
Time, energy.
Now it's working again. It's working again, but still, it took me. This is why I don't have any revenue since the 4 months from the shop. And my product is a bit seasonal. I hope it won't be through the summer months, but definitely now starting advertising now is the least perfect time throughout the year. So from May, June until August, it's the hottest season. So yeah.
Let me look at the stats.
It's the most difficult.
No, I understand. But the cool thing is if you have success in the most difficult time, then when it's easy, you really blow up.
This is what I thought. Then you have all the learnings and you can really scale it up.
Absolutely. Okay, so we would just really have to take a different perspective on this, like summer picnics and outside and bring it out there, something like that.
I have some summer fragrances, and I really hope that the diffusers, which is a summer product, will be. Yeah.
And those are. Do you have those on your website right now? Can I see?
No, not yet. But I will launch soon, hopefully.
Do you have? Is it same branded?
Yes.
Can you show me? Do you have a picture somewhere or anything?
Yeah. Let me see if I have one diffuser.
Because diffusers go huge on TikTok in the States, but it's all just dropship crap from China. So if we have high quality ones from you that you have good margins on, we just run that, and that's like the simplest thing. But I want a more comprehensive strategy for you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, let me see if I have some pictures here. Oh, yes. Yeah, I need to send one from the phone. Let me see.
What's up? Okay.
Yeah, WhatsApp. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I send it through WhatsApp. It's not finalized yet. I need to decide on the sticks and something, but it will be a bit different to the market.
Oh, that looks great. Yeah, that looks great.
Something like this.
Awesome.
So it will be my standard glasses, and then it comes with a bottle and a box and stuff like this. And
that looks beautiful. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, we can. Yeah, that's right away the winner. Because because they have diffusers from China. Like, I can pull up just random. Everything is people. There's kids selling this stuff in the States, and they just run TikTok ads. And diffusers are this big thing. I think we froze again.
Yeah. No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
What did you say about the reeds?
I said,
like them?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay.
Let me show you. Like, I'll just send you a screenshot on WhatsApp again of like the stuff that these kids sell because it just drop ship from China. What's the cost of that for you to produce and ship to a customer in Germany?
It's again €10 production, more or less 10, 11.
Okay.
And I thought, and I hope to sell it for 49 then, so €10 more than the candles.
Awesome.
This is a standard price in Germany for more premium products.
Yeah, and it looks really good. I'll just show you literally the crap that people sell from China. And these prices are the sourcing prices are too low. But there we are. Okay. So just compare the quality of yours with has the branding versus just random generic cheap crap, which arrives and then it's like the quality material.
Yeah, but these are the electric ones, right?
Yeah.
So mine are just the diffuser oil, you know?
Yeah.
It's not electric.
I'm saying yours is gonna be higher quality. That like even if the picture looks nice, you're gonna get it's like a cardboard cutout of like the cheapest plastic.
Yeah.
Right? That's the
and
dropship.
And what I like, it's a product that they buy on top of a candle because
Yep.
it stands in a room where you're not there in the bathroom.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we can
or
really
whatever, and it's through the summertime.
Yep. So we can even do
Yeah.
because we got to increase your average order value no matter what. That's the first thing we do. The lowest hanging fruit is to make sure all the cold traffic stays on your one lander, so you don't give them options to go off. We do that. Second thing we do is like base level is a post purchase upsell. I don't know if you've heard of that. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
post purchase upsell is after someone actually puts their card information and clicks buy, and the purchase
Yeah.
goes through. Okay?
Yeah.
When that purchase goes through, you've already paid the CPA, the cost per action, cost per acquisition for that customer. Right? So you've already paid to acquire them. That's done, checked off. Now, post-purchase upsell is right after, once their credit card has gone through and they've been charged, a pop-up comes up on the screen and says, hey, do you want to buy this other thing for this great discount? Okay, great deal for you. And the way it works is because you've already paid to acquire that customer. Any price that you put on that second thing that's above your cost of goods, so above 15, is just pure profit for you. So, for example, don't do this, but for example, you could sell a diffuser for $17 and you make $2 profit, or €17 and make €2 profit, right? But that's just free profit for everyone who takes the offer on. And we aim for about a 40% uptake rate, 40, on the post-purchase upsells. And everyone who does that, that's literally just because you already paid to acquire that customer, right? And that just covers the cost of acquisition. So best case scenario is when the profit on the post-purchase upsell covers the entire cost of acquisition. So for example, the diffuser or maybe another candle, you can even sell the same thing at a big discount, right? So if we sell a candle for whatever price, and then it costs, let's say, $10 to acquire a customer. So I keep saying dollars. Is that okay if I keep saying dollars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay. So $10 to acquire a customer, let's say, and then they buy a candle for $40, right? And that's $25 for cost to acquire plus 50 minus 50 plus 15 for the cost of goods served. So 25 for $40 products. So your margin is what? 20 to 30, 25 bucks. Okay.
Yeah.
So you make 25 bucks on that. But if you then do a post-purchase upsell, we offer the same product, the same candle, for 25 bucks because that's $10 more than your cost of goods, right? Suddenly, that 10 bucks covers the cost of acquisition. So you acquired a customer for free, right?
But why would you offer the same product?
Because people like to buy the same, like if you can offer something else, just the simplest thing when it's something that can work. Because if they buy one candle, they can have two, right? They put it in 2 rooms, for example, right? It's just it's the easiest thing to just offer the same thing at a big discount. If we have something that works congruently with it, right, makes sense to offer, we do that, right? We'll just have to test if it's diffuser, if it's the candle, if it's another candle, like whatever it is. But the psychology of why you offer the same thing, because they already bought the same thing. So if it makes sense for them to have 2 or 3 of those things, offer that first before trying anything else, right? That's why. So that's all the stuff that we go in and we implement and we do for you because we want to increase the average order value as much as possible. We want to cover ad costs, right, as much as possible. So, okay, let me see what else I need to know from you because I think I have a good understanding. Okay, what's your biggest goal online? What do you want to achieve?
So my goal was to have a revenue of 100,000 per year.
Okay.
But I know it's not the highest goal. So in the beginning, I just wanted to have a job that have my own business and earn the same as I earned before, Okay. But of course, it would be great if it really works and it's scalable and it gets bigger. But yeah. I didn't really. I always said I first want to really have it scalable, and then I can,
think
start
about
all
that.
the
Once you understand.
crazy planning.
Yes. Okay. What sort of scale can you handle currently with your supply chain, quote unquote? If it's you're producing it, like, can you handle, for example, 30K a month in sales in revenue? Can you handle 50K?
Yeah.
What's the upper limit? What's the upper limit of what you can handle now? Just give me ballpark.
Yeah, I have to. 50K. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, because it depends how many people I have here to help me produce. Right now it's one girl.
It's one, but you can hire out more as you see it working,
get one more. Yeah, of course. So it shouldn't be a problem. I have a lot of products on stock, so I can produce, and I right now I can easily get somebody else to sticker the products or whatever. So it's not something that I have to train people on for a long time.
Okay, excellent. So to scale out.
But I would say maybe 80,000 would be maybe limited. But it depends.
That's fine because let's say we get you to something lower, 50K or whatever. We can hang out there for a couple months or however long it takes you to then set up everything in the back end to be able to handle more. Right? Yeah. That's
and I'm still thinking whether I should do it on my own or have people produce it, or if I maybe should have a big candle producer produce my fragrances or candles.
It's really up to you. Okay, so my personal advice, not Boom Boom Creative's advice, like my personal advice. If you're running a business, do everything yourself until you can't handle the load anymore, and then give it to someone else. Right? That's going to be the most efficient for your bottom line. Right? Now.
Yeah, but still, even if you can't do it on your own, you still can, employ people who do it for you internally, or you can have a business or a candle factory do it for you and then only do the packing. But of course, in order to be able to do this, I need to know exactly which fragrances are the best, how many pieces do I have.
You have to have numbers so you can make projections.
I have to have numbers.
And that's why, that's why media buying and like ads makes so much sense because they give you predictable numbers that you can then project outwards on, right?
Yeah,
so
I need predictability. Yeah.
Now let me just tell you straight up, okay? You've run Facebook ads before, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. What was your
only Facebook and Insta? Yeah.
Okay, what was your return on ad spend? Approximate again, just
not a lot, maybe 1. It wasn't really good. Depending on the price when I had a price which was lower, it was better, and in the end, it was maybe 1 or a bit more. But
okay. So you were losing money on all the ads, right? Because if the return on ad spend is 1, that means you put $1 and you got $1 back in revenue.
No, then it was a bit more. 1 point. Then it was a bit more. I didn't. When I was running it, I didn't lose it because otherwise I wouldn't have done it, including the costs. But it was more or less 0, including costs.
Okay, so you were breaking.
It was maybe a bit more, Okay,
so like 1.5, 1.3, something like that. I think.
1.3 maybe.
Yeah, for your profit margins. Okay, so that's your break even. Okay, that's called break even return on ad spend. So your break even is 1.3. So if we get you above 1.3, which you're making money.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'll tell you this: for your product, we do. So we position ourselves as a TikTok ads agency because that's the best source of low cost, high quality, high converting traffic.
Yeah.
But in full honesty, we have more experience on Facebook just because Facebook's been around longer. Right?
Yeah.
So for you, we would do the exact same structures that you saw in that video, that we would create the same ads. It would be UGC style, it would be TikTok UGC style. But I think for your products, we might first try Facebook because that just seems to me like it'll be where your customer avatar better is more accessible for us, right? I just really think so because the advantage of Facebook is if you have a product that's like better for Facebook, when you scale on Facebook and then you get to a certain level, it just stays at that level without much input, okay? TikTok needs continuous refreshing and continuous work on your creatives because they have about a 3-4 week lifespan, a single ad, right? So you get a winner, it'll last 3-4 weeks and then it starts, like performance starts dipping, which is fine. We deal with that with the asset library because we know the structure that works, right? And we just sub in the clips and they make new ones and then those ones work again. But on Facebook, if we start with Facebook for you, that's like much more applicable because we get you to a certain level, say 30K a month, 50K a month on Facebook. You sustain that with very minimal input.
Okay.
Right? That's the coolest thing with Facebook. And with your products, which are a little bit higher priced and they look premium, that's the other thing, right? Because this price point, 50, 40, that's all fine on TikTok. People will buy that. That's not.
Really?
Yeah. There's really no max on TikTok if you position the offer properly. Like we've worked, for example, with not e-commerce. They were like a wealth incubator or something. They were like, basically you come in, you give them $100,000 and they run your Amazon store for you and they guarantee you within 12 months you'll start making it back. Like you make the 100K back and more, all right? So, but to like sign up for their program was, I don't know what it was, like $20,000 sign up plus 10,000 investments. So it's rich people, right, who have money to spare and throw away, right? We ran TikTok ads for them. And it was ads to a lead gen page where then we collect the names of the people and then that company dealt with all those leads, right? So it worked like that. So if you can sell $20,000 packages on TikTok, right, you can sell pretty much anything under it. But the point is, yours look really premium. So on Facebook, when it looks premium and the price is not premium, to be honest, 100% honest, right, that can work fantastic on Facebook directly. Because you can do it, let me see if you have a price compare on your website. No, you did not. Okay, so that's, okay, so we can still improve your conversion rate. We can get it higher. And we will. Because we have to, because the higher your conversion rate is, and the bigger your average order value is, the more revenue you have, the more profitable you are, right, the more we can put back into ad spend and the faster we can scale you. So, so for example, yours really looks like it could be, well, let me look at one of these candles again.
Oh, sorry, my kids are here.
That's no problem, we're good. Yeah, honestly, to me, it could be like $74.99 as a standard price, and then crossed out, and then the real price is your price, right? Because it looks that premium. So we got to do that. Okay, let me ask you this: what's your biggest struggle getting sales? What's your biggest struggle getting this to work?
Struggle getting you to work or getting it to work?
No, What's your biggest struggle getting things to work to get sales for you?
To be able to get get a ROAS that works so well that I can continue with the advertising, you know? Because right now it was just break even.
Yeah, your break even ROAS, yep.
So it wasn't enough. It wasn't good enough. Otherwise I would have, you know, and the cost of the CACs were just too high.
Yep. Okay. I'll tell you this: Facebook bans everybody for no reason whatsoever. It's just part of the game. We have very quick backup options where we can get you a new ad account, new business manager. We have tons of accounts on standby in case that happens for any of our clients. So we can easily come in and offer it. And I'll tell you, I'll give you. Let me look up what the standard price. That's all obviously included because we don't want you to work with us and then you can't run ads. Right? It's the stupidest thing ever.
And I would like to, you know, keep it. I want to be able to see the numbers myself because I learned this now and I know how to book I just don't have I don't seem to get the right advertising, so it gets running, you know?
You need the full system and you need lots of time. You need lots and lots of time. For example, to be completely honest, this is my general estimate. If you're a beginner and you're starting on Facebook ads, you're gonna lose money no matter what. But to learn how to use it, to get to an intermediate level,
It would literally be 3-4 hours every single day without fail in the ads manager, looking at all the options, trying to separate the signal from the noise, and maybe 6 to 8 months later, maybe you're a little bit profitable finally. But that's the learning it takes. Like it's painful, right? And if you don't have money to burn, like you have to burn both money and time, right? It's not. Oh my God, wait. Sorry, spam call. It's gonna ring here, I think. How do I turn that off? One sec.
No worries.
Decline. Okay, Florida has been spam calling me the last couple of days. I have no idea why. All right, so I'll tell you. So we provide this service separately, not in relation to the agency, for like just e-commerce stores who want to do it. And there's literally no connection to us except we're just the ones who run it. So for beginners, we give 2 verified, and you have access to all this, 2 verified business managers, 2 aged pages, 2 verified US profiles, and 2 backup profiles, okay, to run ads from. We sell that for $750, okay? An advanced kind of done-for-you structure is 3 verified business managers, so if one goes down, you go to the other one, if this one goes down, you go to the other one. 1 aged unverified business manager, aged, so it's old, so you connect them, so there's backups. 3 aged pages, because aged ones perform better. 5 verified US profiles, and 2 backup profiles, okay? That one we sell for $1,000, okay?
Why is it all US?
Just because most of the customers are in US.
Okay.
It doesn't matter for you. The business manager, as long as it's verified in a good country, first world country, doesn't matter at all.
Okay, but we start with my ad account, or
Yeah. We start with your account. I'm saying we have access to this, and you get it included if you come in as a client. You have all those systems that we'll set up for you if we need to. So you won't waste 3 to 4 months being unable to run ads. Your ad account goes
really
down,
a pain,
right? Yeah, your ad with one of my ad accounts like long ago, I was over a year trying to get it back up, like 12 months, right? It was a disaster because they don't care. They don't care, right? So yeah, and then the last one is if for people who are scaling, they always need this backup structure because ad accounts go down all the time for no reason. You don't break any rules, they go down. So you have to have
and then you're depending on the profit that you don't make, maybe for months.
Yes, it screws you over, right?
Understood. Okay.
So you have to have backups of these accounts all the time. So if one goes down, the other one instantly starts up. Okay. So the backup structure, so you know when we start scaling, and we'll implement this for you as well, is 6 verified business managers, 1 unverified but aged old business manager, 5 pages that are aged, so old, so they have a higher trust, 7 verified US profiles that you're going to be running accounts, the ads as, 4 backup profiles, and that one we sell for the other people for $2,000. Okay, so but you get all that. That's all yours because we want to run your ads successfully, right? You need that sort of backup structure in place. Like I'm sure you've struggled like this. You didn't realize how much of a backup you need because you haven't encountered scale, you haven't done scale, you haven't had like scaling ad accounts that are printed every single day.
But I can imagine, for me it wasn't so painful because my revenue comes from the retailers. Retailers, but I can imagine if your profit comes from the online business, then it's really a pain.
Like imagine if you're making like $5,000 a day on Facebook ads, at like even 30% profit margin, small, and then the account goes down. What do? Nothing. Facebook doesn't care, right? They don't even care. Like I know people who literally they spend 10 to 20, like 10 million a month on ads. They have a dedicated rep, but it's basically the same one that we have access to. So like, Facebook really doesn't care. Like maybe if you're like Coke and Pepsi, then they care a little bit, right? But they really don't.
So how do you find the hooks for the ads?
That's okay. So you saw that video, right? When I said the first thing we do is that learning phase. I don't have a fancy cool name for it, but it really is like we just have to learn your brand and learn your customer avatar. So lots of research that we do to understand what makes them tick. Right? So what problems this is solving in their lives, where it's going to go in their home, why they buy, how old are they, what's their demographic.
So competitor analysis and stuff like this.
The best source is usually Amazon reviews for competitors, and we look at the things that people don't like, right? Reddit is good, Quora is good, Twitter is interesting because I don't think we'll find much stuff on candles on Twitter, but Twitter somehow skews towards a higher IQ audience. So there's more unique insights that can be gleaned from there. Okay,
good.
But it's really just like in-depth research. Like we create multiple customer avatars of people who buy your products, right? That's the first thing. And then I can even, do you want me to pull up the sheet that we use? Would you like to see? Okay.
Okay, so you do the research first, then
The research first,
create
and
the
then from the
avatar and
research,
stuff like this, and then you start creating.
from the research, we do the
content,
storyboard.
yeah.
From the research, then we do the storyboarding, which is
Yeah.
all the clips we're going to need for the assets.
Yeah.
later.
Okay, understood.
Okay? Then we
And then you optimize and optimize. Yeah.
well, no, then you send the products to the creators, okay?
Yeah.
And then they film all that content. So then we have the raw material, okay? Then our video editors come in and cut up that material nicely, so they are those individual interchangeable clips, okay?
Yeah.
That's your asset library. That's our most important resource and asset for your account,
Yeah.
for your products, your goods, okay? And that's ad creation. And then we like just like in the video, right? We have standard structures
understood.
that we start with that are just based on best practices that we think are going to convert based on our experience, knowledge, copywriting stuff, general stuff, right? And because we have to start with something. And then as soon as we start getting data back within 24 hours, we know which parts are working, which parts are not. And then we get rid of the parts that aren't. We like emphasize the ones that are, and we just very quickly make iterations.
Okay. Would you change anything about the website?
Yes,
Or-
yes. I'll go over your website. I'll show you exactly what we would do, okay? But you have a really good conversion rate, so I don't want to touch you too much.
Okay.
But
Because I've, of course, spent a lot of money on that as well.
we won't, okay,
So-
wait, so it's like this. Your website is still yours. We don't touch anything on your website. We add a lander where we drive cold traffic to,
Yeah, of course.
right? So if, for example, some people even want us to run a separate Shopify store. We're like, okay, fine, on a different domain, it doesn't matter, right? And it's fully isolated, self-contained, so no, our results are this, there's no crossover. It's not as great for like returning customers because where do they go? They go to this store that has one product, they go to the real, right? So we can't track that, so.
So, okay, so you do the landing page, you do the after offer, after purchase offers, all the things that you talked about. But that I don't have to change so much about the web shop then.
No, you don't even touch the web shop.
Okay. Good.
Literally, okay, it's like this. Your most important resource is your time, right? Really, because you have another job, you have limited time for this. You want our stuff to just work. That's like work fast and work efficiently, right? That's kind of the best thing we can give you. So when you sign up as a client, right, you have the initial onboarding call with my business partner, Phil. I'm not on that call, so you guys are completely fresh. It's like, oh, maybe I told Edward this, right? I want you guys completely fresh, right? After that call, you guys figure out which products we're going to focus on, where we're going to run ads, if it's a bundle or whatever we're going to do. You get the address of the creators, and you ship out the products. That's it. You don't have to do anything else, okay? Now, throughout the whole process, we update you like on a daily basis as soon as ads start running on what's going on. So you are always in the know. You have full control over what's going on. We just don't make any demands of your time, okay? So some people like daily Loom updates, some people like just us to write them, fine, right? But every single day you know what's going on. So you are as hands-on or as hands-off as you want. Most people, once they see, once a little bit of trust is built, they're completely hands-off, right? Because as long as these systems run and you can just read the updates and know what's going on, you don't have to say anything, right? You just know this stuff works. And then that frees up your time to focus on more higher leverage tasks in your business, right? That's the whole idea. Like the idea is you provide the products, you ship the products, you do the customer service, we do everything else to make it work for you, okay? Let me pull up this. Okay, here. I'll share screen. Okay, so this is zoomed in, but for example, these are like 4 customer avatars that we made for a weighted cooling blanket, okay? So, and the easiest thing to do, because just how people think about, instead of like abstract concepts, it's better to like really imagine a single person. But that single person represents that whole kind of customer avatar group, okay? So I don't know how well you can see. Should I zoom in a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so avatar 1, for example, name, Claire, age 48, gender, female, education, university, occupation, income, working full-time, has a family, earns over 50K a year. Okay, describe her. She's a hardworking mom, balancing work and home life as much as she can. She has early mornings looking after her family and gets home late from work, makes dinner, gets children settled. She struggles daily with menopause, suffering all day from mood swings, feeling down, headaches, and hot flashes. When she gets to bed at night, she still suffers throughout the night with hot sweats and insomnia. Wakes up in the morning after too little sleep, and she's still tired, but she has to be ready for another busy day, and she's already running low on energy and sleep. Okay? So this is like one customer out there, right? So like about 48, 50-year-old woman, right? Middle age, menopause coming in, doesn't sleep well. has kids. So what are her goals, values, and fears? These are important to understand the angles we're going to try with our ads, right? What does he or she want? She wants a good night's sleep to improve the menopause symptoms, right? She wants to feel healthy and have higher energy levels. What does she need? Something that would relax her so she can actually have that good sleep. What does she not want? She doesn't want to continue having horrible sleep because she's busy, she's working, she's a mom, and adds stress, right? What are her pain points? 1 second. Not being able to sleep because of night sweats during menopause and anxiety at night because of menopause. Okay? So, and the product was literally I'll show you. Let's see, they got huge. They got really, really big. Weighted blankets, let's do this one. This wasn't the one we were working with. This is their updated version. But for example, it's a weighted blanket, so it weighs like 20 pounds, which is what, like 10 kilos, something like that. And it cools you.
Understood. Yeah, I know what it is now.
So, and this is an example of very good, very, very good lander, right?
Okay.
And I'll go over a different, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. I want to go over something simpler for you and show you kind of how we can improve your conversion rate. But the basics of this lander are kind of what we do for all our clients. Okay. This one also has very, very good design, right? So we had a good starting point.
Yeah. Okay.
For example, let's just compare to this one, Mike the Engineer, Avatar 4, right? Just so you can compare. They're completely different avatars, completely different pain points, and you need a completely different approach in their advertising, right? So this guy, Mike, the entrepreneur, right? He's 30 years old, so like my age. He's male. He graduated high school. He runs a business. He's not married. He earns over 150K a year, right? So Mike is a business owner who's interested in everything that would optimize his life and help him improve his sleep. He knows sleep is extremely important when it comes to being able to work at 100%, and that's his thing, working, he's an entrepreneur, but he's willing to invest everything to help sleep better. He's known for the best conditioning, he knows that the best condition for good sleep is a cold room, so he would buy cooling sheets, cooling blankets if he knew about them, okay? So what does he want? He wants a productive day, like compared to Claire. Claire wants a good night's sleep to like ease symptoms of menopause, right? Very, very different, right?
Understood, yeah.
What does this guy need? Something that would help him have a good night's sleep, right? That's similar. What does he not want? Continue to have bad sleep because that results in unproductive day. So his thing is unproductivity, that like his big fear, right? He wants to be more productive, he wants to optimize everything.
Yeah.
For Claire, she wants to reduce symptoms, she wants to sleep, she wants to rest, because she's always running on like, 100 miles an
perfect
hour.
example, yeah. Okay,
Right?
understood.
And then pain points, not being able to find sheets or keeping them cool at night because he doesn't know they exist, right? So, example, this is research. This is not filled, I just cut all the stuff because this is like, I think
most of my customers will be female, but
100%. But like, for example, we fill out this, and we don't use this one so much anymore because it's a little bit cumbersome. But like, how you find this stuff is, for example, these are reviews, right? These are just reviews that have good pain points that we can put in here, and then, but this one we use.
Yeah, and you use the language of the customers, and
Yep. All that. That's like.
And I would have access to it because I'm a bit scared that because I'm still so at the beginning that I'm losing control. If you take over everything, and that I'm losing control of.
We take over this. We take over. No.
Who my customer is, and I have.
Let me change it a little bit. You have your store still. You run your store exactly as you're running. We add an element to your store, and we're in control of that. So cold traffic, like say your store is here, and our branch of it is right here. This landing page. Okay? But your store still exists. We take cold traffic, we run it to our branch of it, they funnel us through and they buy. Right? And that's a separate funnel. Your store still exists. You can still run your Facebook ads if you want to your store. You can still run organic, you can still whatever you want, right? To this store. When you see that we have a better conversion rate, it's better to push organic traffic, all traffic to the store.
Of course. I assume that it would run better. I'm just a bit scared that I'm losing the ability to be able to get the revenue myself at one point because there's so much expertise and you take over the whole thing more or less that
you can learn. You can learn from us. You can learn from us. You can learn from us too.
Yeah, that's important. That I know I'm in the process. That I know what you're doing. I have I have a learning curve, and that I feel like without you even, I will be able to in future to run my business myself. This is something that's very important to me.
You have access to everything we create. So that landing page is yours, right? The ad account, if we make a new one, that's still yours, right? All of it is yours. You control and own everything, right?
Okay,
we just
that's
run it
good.
for you. And then the best way to learn is through what? Osmosis. So as you see us doing things,
Yeah, okay.
just by watching, you'll learn. Like we don't have to go in and be like, I mean, I don't think we have time for this. Like to actually teach you every single step. This is why this is why this is why this is.
Yeah. But
right?
the transparency,
But
if I have a question,
then that's
so-
answered. Exactly.
Okay, that's
Right?
good.
So
Okay, and so how much? So how would the process be usually, and how much do you think it will take in terms of ad spend to get
it depends
the
on
learning curve and the ad?
It depends on where you are. Okay, if money is really tight for you, we can start very small, but that doesn't give us much flexibility to be able to scale fast. Okay, like I'll give you an example.
What's really small? €100 a day?
If you give us that, we'll grow you in a month. Jesus. Like,
Yeah,
we'll
so
scale this
€100 a day would be fine for me.
Oh,
It's just, it
okay.
depends on
Then-
the cost, how much I will pay you and
Yep.
stuff like this.
Yep.
€100 because yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This
Then-
would be the maximum right now, and it depends on the results and how long it will take to really
Suzanne,
get revenue
listen,
from it,
listen. Yeah, if you give me €100 a day, we're gonna make it work within a month. Because
Okay, that's good.
I mean, yeah, because sometimes I'm concerned when I'm talking to brands who aren't making much money. I'm like, they have really tight budgets, so I'm like, okay, what I really need to start testing is about $1,000 a month. That's tiny, right? You give me 3 times that, right?
Okay.
But if they commit to like a 4-month deal and they give me $1,000 a month for ad spend, and then whatever they make back on those ads, they put back into ads, we work, right? When I was saying minimum, I was like, okay, sometimes people are like, I only have 500. So, okay, 500 we can try, but then like you have to be able to draw upon other funds from credit card, I don't know, a little loan or something, once you see it working to increase that ad spend. Or otherwise,
Yeah.
like it's just so slow.
Yeah, it just depends when I just don't want to spend like months and months without seeing results,
No,
because
okay.
I've done this in the
Yes.
past.
Yes.
I just, as long as I see that it's
know what?
working
I'll be-
and
okay.
that there's a return, then I'm fine,
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I will put you with our best media buyer. His name's Nicholas. He really knows Facebook, like really knows Facebook. He
Yeah.
does Facebook. He does TikTok for us too, but he really knows Facebook. If you give him a budget like that with your products, 30 days you're making huge money. Like it's like, right?
I would love to believe this, but I have heard it so many times.
No, but ignore that.
before.
Ignore that. Okay. Just the systems, right? So let me explain some more things to you. Okay. So ad creation we've talked about. You understand how that
Yeah.
works, right?
Yeah.
Media buying, you just understand that we do, right?
Yeah.
You've done it. You know it. Like high
Yeah,
levels of
that's fine
expertise,
with me because
right?
I know how it works, how I can read the numbers and stuff like
Yep.
this. So that's perfect.
Third thing, and I touched on all of these, but third thing is post-click optimization, which is everything that happens after they click on your ad. So making
Yeah.
that single page lander. That's okay. I want to. Well, okay, no. Let me just tell you this, and then I'll show you 2 examples. Okay, just so you have a visual understanding. Okay. Post-click optimization really becomes the most important thing because you have a great conversion rate right now, but I still see improvements on your landing page that can be made. Okay, and I'll do a share screen. I'll show you, and I'll talk about those. But example, we had another client. She had a beautiful website. She was a graphic designer or something like designed before industrial design, something like that. Beautiful website, looked great, was converting at 0.5%.
Okay.
We came in, we optimized it for conversions. This is a service that you probably would charge $5,000 for if you're just getting an agent to do that. It's all included. We just by implementing best practices that she just has no idea about because we've been in this for years and we've seen like millions of dollars of ad spend on products and like how this stuff goes, right? Millions and millions of customers going through. We improved it to 3%, right? So and yours is what? Yours is 2 points. You said
No, 1.8 or something.
1.8. So about 2. Okay. So yours is already a great starting point, right? But if we went for her from 0.5 to 3, right, around 3, that means what? Before she needs to have 200 people pay for 200 people to visit the site to get 1 purchase. Now she gets 200 people, she gets 6 purchases, right? Now she's making money, right?
Yeah.
So
So I hope my AOV will get to €80. This was my target.
Yeah.
And also the
how do you want to do that? When you say it was your target, what was your plan on that?
I want people to buy 2 products. And
Okay.
maybe they get something extra. So because then it will be €80, and I think I
Can we
need
do-
with my calculations that I have done in the past, I need an AOV of 80.
Okay, we can do something very simple like this. If you have, okay, so your price now is $49.99, but you want to reduce it, okay? But let's
Yeah.
I want to go with this. So $50, right? If you say, hey, $50 for one, or 2 for 80. People will take the 2 for 80.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So-
That is something I noticed in the past as well. So these discounts work really well, and I don't think that's going to be such a big problem to really raise the AOV. And my
It's not, because you know why?
repurchase rate, yeah,
Because you have such high profit margins to play with. So we
Yeah.
can literally say 1 for $49.99, 2 for $79 or $74.99. People will opt for 2 because it's like a much, much better deal, right? That's like the hack. And that'll right away get your average order value up. I don't know what percentage people will take it, but I think a pretty high percentage. And then post-purchase upsell, because those people already bought, they're already committed, and you can give a huge discount on that, and that increases your average order value, right? That's the secret, okay?
yeah, okay. And the repurchase rate was at, I think, 15%.
Coming back, repeat customers,
Repeat customers, 15% or something.
1.5.
Yeah,
Okay, not huge, but it's okay.
yeah.
It's okay.
It needs to be improved as well.
Yeah.
But I don't have. What about email marketing and
Do you have?
Klaviyo? I set it up, but it's really bad. I think.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So that's part of post-click optimization. So we go in, we audit it, and we set them up for you. Abandoned card
Okay.
flows, SMS flows. Although, I think SMS we can't do in Germany. I think we can't because of the laws.
No, I don't.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So just email flows. Email flows.
yeah. Email flows will be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I use Klaviyo, and I just
Great.
think that my Klaviyo flows are really bad.
Oh, and they're okay, and it's all German, right?
Yes.
Phil was running all the stores in German. No, not all, but like some. So we just take his best performing Klaviyo ones, adapt them to yours, and off we go. So that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it's already okay.
And I have these test sets, which were the bestseller. You see it on the website if you scroll down a bit, and
Yeah,
there are 6 small candles.
Yeah.
So I have a winter set, a summer set, and a bestseller set, where you get the 6 bestseller scents, for example, and then they test it, and then they get a 15% discount on the
Okay.
next order. But some of the so it should be, the rate of repurchase should be much better, and I think. There are so many things that I would like to do. For example, put a card in where they have 1 week to repurchase.
Yeah, that's
and they
better.
count if
That's
they use
cool.
it. So some things
Right.
like this.
I love
So
the
it
thinking.
really works really well with the bestseller set or the test sets. But the repurchase has to be higher. Something like this. And the Klaviyo flows, they need to be set up, especially for these test sets and stuff like this.
Okay, I'll give you a direct, just instant feedback, personal feedback on the test sets. I saw them before on this call at the start. I was looking through your website. I had no idea what those 6 little things were because they don't look like cameras.
Yeah.
They're closed. I would open them for the photography and do that. Our girls can do that. Our UGC girls can take those pictures, right?
Yeah, there are pictures where it's open, but maybe not the first one.
No, the first picture is that. Here, I'll show you. I'll share screen.
Yeah, the first one. Maybe I should take use another of the photos because
Yeah.
there are 4, I think.
I would suggest that because literally I had no
Ah,
idea
okay,
what this was.
understood. Yeah.
Also, I can't read German, so maybe it would make sense to me if I could. But like this one, I had no idea what it was.
It says fragrance test set with
Yeah.
€50 voucher.
Okay, cool, great.
So
That's actually cool.
if you give it to somebody, they can test the fragrance and use the voucher to buy one.
It just like visually on this, and this is probably the least valuable feedback you'll ever get on your website. But I was scrolling on this and I was like, what? I was like, I have no idea what the hell this is. I don't know if these are like little cookies or what the hell, like, right? Honestly, but because if you just open them and they have a candle wick, right, inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
open them
small
and just show
candle.
them. Yeah, open and show, and that's
Yeah, okay, understood. Yeah,
much
okay.
better. Okay, let me
Good.
go over your lander. Okay, so why did it? No, we want mobile. On desktop, it's great. Desktop is very good. So the most important. So again, all these click-offs will not exist. We'll have your logo at the top, but it won't be clickable. Okay. Because when we're driving cold traffic here, we don't want them to start like dicking around and go all over the place. We want them literally to be able to do one action, and that's make a purchase. Okay? On desktop is actually pretty good because what we're focusing on like is the initial impression, and that's everything that's above the fold. Okay? Above the fold is an old newspaper advertising from like the 1920s when newspapers were stacked outside, in the mornings, and they were folded in two. And everything that was above the fold.
Yeah, of
was
course,
visible.
I know what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so over here you have all the information above the fold. You have the price. I want a price here that's a bigger and it's crossed out. Like immediately we want that. So
Really?
Okay. Yeah, so this is the comparison price. Okay, these are good trust badges. These are also very nice. Maybe we can make it more efficient by having these like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like horizontally lined up, a little bit bigger, and then the text can be like whatever the text says, maybe it can be contained in the image, so the image portrays what text is saying instead of that much text. Okay, but that's a little thing. But we're going to focus on mobile because traffic is mostly on mobile. So let me refresh this.
Yeah.
See, on mobile, we have problems that above the fold, we don't have the information we need, right? We have just the price, but there's no way, like this chat with us, unnecessary. Like I can see that it's like this tester set, whatever, and I can see a little bit of description, but I have nowhere to buy, right? I have no trust badges. So what is missing? I have no idea what shipping times is. What this is the stuff. All this stuff needs to be above the fold.
Yeah, understood.
Okay, that's the first improvement we can make, and we would make. Now I know text is a little bit different for Germany versus other markets. Let me just look at your candles then. Let me go to candles. Because this imagery is beautiful.
Yeah, I have this for all the fragrances, so you know what to purchase.
This is awesome. Okay, I love that. What are these options? The size?
With lid, without lid?
Okay. Cool. What do people opt for usually?
Without.
Without, right? Okay. So we could probably even just, what's the percentage that go for the lid?
Maybe 10 to 20%.
We just get rid of it, so we give them less options.
Yeah.
Because the less options you have, the more likely they are to make that decision. Okay? Again, all this stuff needs to be above the fold, same thing. This is a description, ingredients. These are ingredients?
Yeah.
Okay, this should be in a, I'll show you, I'll just show you. I'll show you a different one. Because there's lots of text here, and then you have, okay, so this isn't, you have a good conversion rate, because I think your website, people like your stuff, and like it's trustworthy, but there's so many.
So my fragrances, what it stands there is that my fragrances are very clean, because this is my, what my brand is about, that I have really clean fragrance. I even have 5 products that are for people who have allergies against fragrances. Even they can use these. So these are really, and they burn longer because it's made of rapeseed wax, which is based on from plant, and it burns 40% longer than others.
Let me ask you this just before, because I'm thinking of it. Do you pay VAT?
Sorry?
Do you pay VAT? 20% VAT?
Yeah, 19.
Okay. We'll get rid of that for you. Okay?
You what?
We will get rid of that for you. And now, there's a third party, and I'll tell you what we do. I have access to them.
This is all, the prices are all including that.
Yeah, so imagine keep the same price and you keep the 20%. Okay, so we have a service. I don't know how much it costs yet. Okay, I don't know how much it costs. And this will be something you would have to pay, but we'll put you in touch. Okay? Okay, backstory. The reason I had a big trajectory very fast in like e-commerce, media buying, TikTok, Facebook, all this stuff, is because I paid a lot of money for a mentor. Okay? And his name's Jad. I'll show you his store, because his store has all best practice in place that we want to implement for you, especially when we're big at scale. Okay? I'll share a screen all that. But he's like a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me, now we're good friends. He has a huge network. He's on this one store, he's made $30 million in 3 years at 43% profit margins, right? So off one product. And he sent me a message about this. I'm just going to read the message to you, okay? So, and this is what we can offer you. I don't know what the price is because we haven't used it yet, but we figure that out, okay? So he got a message forwarded from someone that he trusts, and then he said, hey, if any of your clients need this, we can offer it, right? So it says, hi, we are specialized in the field of VAT, and we can help you with obtaining a VAT exception, getting back paid VAT, and future VAT exemptions. This means you can save money and increase your profits. With approval from tax authorities throughout Europe, we have helped over 500 clients reduce their VAT to 0%, and we have returned and saved our clients more than 27 million euros over the past 3 years. We have a 100% success rate for obtaining VAT exemptions. This means we know what we're doing, and we have received approvals from tax authorities throughout Europe. We offer no cure, no pay guarantee. This means you only pay after receiving approval, okay? So if you're interested in learning more, blah, blah, contact us. So we can put you in touch with them.
I didn't understand how it works. But
we'll put you in touch. You talk to them.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like I have no idea if like they might be like, oh, pay us 20,000 for this, and you're not at the level to do that, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the pricing is. I just literally thought this like 2 days ago. But
that's
just so you know, keep in mind. Okay. Now let me. Okay, where were we? We were looking at your store. Okay, so one thing I would do is, because you have all this kind of text up top, and then you have the images down below, we would mix them up, so it's like image and text, image and text, and we would make GIFs of the candles either burning or being used or being like handled by people, because that really adds to making it feel real. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, let me just, okay, I'll show you his website. This is the one I was talking about. It's the least impressive thing in the world until you know the numbers. All right? So look, this.
Oh, God.
Right? Safe mend. All right? And look at the website. It looks like it was made like 2005 by a 15-year-old kid. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nothing special stands out.
Yeah.
Right? But this one has made him 30 million, 3 years, 43% profits. Okay.
Understood.
Now, this is the single page lander where you can't click off. This is where like the inspiration for that came from because right, I can't click this, SafeMend. I can't click anything. The only action I can take anywhere on this website is to buy. So I scroll down, fix my walls now. It goes back to the cart, right? I scroll down further, it's going to be the same thing. Fix my walls now.
Yeah.
Add the cart. Okay. What I want to show you is this checkout because, like, literally, if you study this lander and the checkout, you're gonna make big money. Okay. This sort of thing, this little extra. In Europe, what we usually do is add a tip, and sometimes people do tip. And this is like priority processing. It literally does nothing, but it adds a bit of money, like €3, right, to what they pay you. So we can add something like that. Okay. So look, you click add the cart. You click add the cart, but it's not add the cart. It goes straight to checkout. But it says add the cart because people are familiar with add the cart. If it says buy now or like check out now, people are wary, right? They're scared of it. So it says add the cart, it makes it soft, but then you land here. Okay. Now, what happens here? This is like advanced stuff. This is what we would start implementing you when you're above 50K a month because right now it's not what's going to move the needle. Right now, good ads, good systems, good media buying is going to get you there. Okay. Once you're at a high level, these tweaks and optimizations make a big difference, but they're not worth it right now. Okay. First thing, look, we added one thing to our cart, but suddenly there's 4. And from a consumer perspective, you're like, what the hell, why are there 4, right? It's like shock and awe. But then you look at them, and you're like, oh, complimentary, free gift, $0, okay.
0, yeah,
right?
Okay.
Complimentary, free gift, 0, right? So these 4 things, you expect 1, now you get 4, and they're free gifts, helps push over the edge, right? Other important thing, everywhere where there's any sort of friction, where the consumer's eyes go, will be like the price, okay? The price here, or for example, when they're about to check out. That causes them a little bit of anxiety, like, should I do this, should I do this? But in their peripherals, there's always extra trust, okay? So when their eyes go to the, right here, what it's gonna cost them, they see this. You'll love SafeMend or your money back. 100% satisfaction guarantee, right? Your order costs a free gift above. We've already added to your cart. Enjoy, like, oh, that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
4.7 out of 5 based on Trustpilot, and I can't click off Trustpilot. So who knows this is real or not, but it doesn't matter, because right, it adds trust. Same thing here. Okay. Nobody's gonna read these reviews, but just having the picture and the name and this like just general structure adds all that trust, right?
Okay.
Also here, when they go and they're about to complete my order and place a purchase, right here, in their peripherals, 100% no risk, money back guarantee, right? Increases trust at any point there's like friction. Other thing, single page checkout, right? So for him, for example, to go from, actually I want to count on you, okay, this is gonna be interesting. So when you're driving cold traffic to a lander, the more clicks you have until they check out, at every single click, there's attrition, so people drop off, right? They lose, okay. Makes sense? Are you frozen? No, okay. Okay, so for your land, let's say people come here, okay?
Yeah.
So first click is going to be, what is it, at the cart? Is it this one? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's at the cart. Second click is going to be here.
Yeah, of course, it's too much, yeah.
All right, second click here. All right, then what are we going to do? Let's see.
Yeah, okay, understood, yeah.
Here, third click to fold.
Yeah, of course.
Fourth click on the next side. Fifth click to enter information. Sixth click to pay.
Yeah, understood.
Okay? Versus which is I'm on the site, right? I got here, I add the cart, but it goes straight to checkout. One click, right? And then, whenever it loads, I fill in my information, 2 clicks and my order is done. Okay? So 2 versus 6, right? These are like they're low hanging fruit, but when you make these things, there's people don't drop off. You have better percentage of like flow through.
Yeah.
So the traffic we're driving, more of them convert, and that's the point, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But when you have these, that's why I said we take care of everything, right? If you provide excellent products, which you have, if you give us an ad spend budget, I don't even talk about that, but you're giving us a huge ad spend budget.
Like depending on the cost of use, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
And the timing and.
Yeah. But okay, does all that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I want to show you one more lander just for fun. You'll see I love this stuff, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I go a little bit too much into it, but one more lander I'll show you, and then we'll go into everything else. Okay, just because.
Yeah, because I need to care about the kids a bit.
Okay.
Otherwise they go crazy.
Okay. So I just want to show one very quick thing. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what they do really, really well here is they have a subscription service which doesn't apply to you. Okay, see, they have the add to cart above the fold, and it's always sticky. So no matter where I go on the site, I always can add to cart, right? But the key thing I want to say,
great.
right? And above the fold, all the stuff is here, like reviews, number of reviews, description, this. And
Yeah,
the
looks
price,
very premium.
right?
Yeah.
Boom. But the most important thing is this: everywhere, every single chunk of information on their website fits plus minus a single phone screen vertically. Okay, so like this
Yeah.
one, get rid of your eye bags, fits a phone screen, right? Next one, give your eyes a boost, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Fits a phone screen, right? Next one, hydrogel mask technology, fits a phone screen, right?
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. That's what we want to do, like images plus text, but in very easily to consume, easily consumable chunks, right?
Yeah.
And compared to where we were on you, it's just tons of text.
Yeah. Okay,
Right?
understood.
So it's very good that you have such a high conversion rate, but we have lots of room for improvement.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
And then some like a subscription model for at least, it would be maybe interesting in future as well.
We can
for
definitely, we can definitely. I'm not sure because subscription is like, first of all, you're a little bit higher ticket, but they do a great subscription where it's like the subscription is pre-selected versus the regular price, and they don't talk about discount. They give the real price. So it's like $19.99 this one pre-selected versus $25 this one. So most people go for this, but they do something really sneaky, which they say on the subscription it's $20 for the first month. Then it's 25 for this. Let me actually go and I'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay. So, $20 first month, $20 initial purchase, $24, so regular price on second month. And then they do 2 months at a time, so then you pay $48 for next 2 months. And then it keeps going. So everyone who clicks subscribe ends up making 4 purchases versus 1. Right? So
and I've seen that in other countries that they do candle subscriptions even for a year.
Oh.
And people, even especially with the small ones,
Yeah.
they give it as a present for 3 month subscription or for the whole year because they want to test new fragrances like each month depending on the season and stuff like that. So
Perfect. So if we can do that, that's great. Okay.
yeah, that would be
I love that
interesting.
because that just increases lifetime value of your customers.
Yeah.
Right? All the way
all.
through. Last thing,
Okay.
I'll tell you about this one more thing, okay? One more. There's actually 2 more, but I'll go one more because you're short on time. Facebook retargeting, okay?
Yeah.
We collect the data on TikTok. If we're going to run TikTok ads for you, which we can, but I think Facebook...
You would simulate. You would start with Facebook, and then if it works, then start TikTok. Yeah.
We would do all the same structures that we... Okay, I have to show you one more thing. It's literally our TikTok ads, but we run them on Facebook.
Okay.
And,
But you don't start TikTok until Facebook really works.
Well, that's what I think. We have to sit down for you on the onboarding call and you really talk with Phil, but I think your product is going to be so easy because the German market has no competition. Facebook is really made for these sorts of products, and I think it's easier to find sustained success there very quickly on Facebook. Right?
Okay, good.
So
Yeah, let's have that.
that's why. But this brand does a great job. They run huge Facebook ads. They make big numbers, okay? But all their Facebook ads are literally just the TikTok UGC that they have made.
Yeah,
You can see, right? Every single one. And it's a little bit of text here and just TikTok UGC. So that's because people are familiar with these. These are the best sort of ads no matter what the platform is, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we would do for you.
If we work together, I have access to all the videos and they can use them however I want.
Yeah, they're all yours. They're all yours.
Good.
You have the raw files, you have the ones that are clipped together by editors, and you have the finished ads that we run. So you get everything. Okay.
Good.
Cool. Sounds good. You like it? Okay.
Sounds good.
Do you want to work together? Like, what's your take? Do you want to? What are your thoughts?
I'm scared of the numbers now, but yes,
Okay.
of course, it sounds all nice, you know.
Okay. So you like how it sounds? You think like you see how we would get you results and why like this system would actually work because we implement everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go like this. I'll give you the standard pricing that for other clients, and then I'll tell you what we can do for you because those will be out of your reach right now. Okay. And the point is to get you so those are in reach, right? So for clients making over 100,000 a month on like Facebook or whatever, and they want to go over to TikTok, we charge 10,000 monthly for 4 months plus 10% return of ad spend. Okay. For clients making
Plus 10,000
of ad spend.
10,000 plus 10,000 return on ad spend.
Plus 10% of return on ad spend.
10%
of ad spend, sorry, of ad spend.
Yeah.
Okay?
Of the ad spend. Okay.
For people making between 50 and 100K a month, right? We do $7,500 monthly for 4 months, and we do 15% of ad spend. Okay?
Yeah, can you say it again? Sorry, I'm
Okay,
writing it down.
Okay, for between
15 to
50,
100, yeah?
50 to 100, okay?
Yeah.
It's $7,500 per month for 4 months, and
Yeah.
15% of ad spend, 15%.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, for anyone smaller than that, but generally that's about 30 to 50K, right? We do $5,000 a month, and we do a tiered return on ad spend. This one is return on ad spend, not ad spend, where on the first 10,000 you make back, we take 30%. On the second, we take 20%, and on the rest, we take 10. Okay?
Each month. It's always for 4 months, or?
That's, okay. Usually, yes, but we can make something work for you because I'm assuming those numbers are still out of reach for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go like this. First thing I would do for you, because, okay, from my side, it's like this. I want the first engagement. We could do 3 or 4 months, but with 4 months, I can put that guarantee in that you're going to be profitable. Okay? Because that's just gives us that run time, right, needed.
Yeah, because it's summertime now, and this, the last consultancy also said, well, it's no problem, even in the summertime, it's the hardest, but if you do this, then if you manage to do this, then the winter season will be no problem, and blah, 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 and it's,
But you I'll tell you this, you don't want a seasonal business, right? You want something that's year round, and you'll have dips, right? And
I want something that's year round, yeah.
Right? So that's why, like, your stuff is good, your products are good, you're putting a diffuser in the line, I don't think you'll have trouble. Probably, the return ad spend will be smaller in summer versus winter, because winter it's dark, it's cold, people are more into this stuff. But if we position the products properly, right, you can definitely sell them in summer. All right?
Yeah.
Now, what was I saying? You're saying the months. Okay. So let's look at this. First engagement from my eyes is literally for us to prove that we know what we're doing. It's proof of concept. You see the potential of your store. You see profits. You see revenue. You know how we can grow. Okay. So basically you understand what's in my head. All right.
Yeah, that's the most important for me. I need to know if what you're saying is really true, because it always makes sense to me. You know, in the last conversations with the other consultancies also. And I know that I improved a lot, but it needs to work. You know, it needs to sell.
This is now the offer that I give anyone, because you're under $10,000 a month, right?
Yes.
You're not making money with this business right now. So what I'll do is this. We don't take on this first engagement, we don't take any percentage, so that you can put the largest portion of profits back into ads so we can scale you. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I think 5,000 probably monthly is still too much for you. Right? You tell me.
I made 60,000 revenue a year.
Right?
Last year.
So, okay. So I'll tell you this. If you can cover literally my team's baseline costs, so I'm not losing money, I'm not making any money, I can enter that 4-month engagement with you, profitability guarantee. So with our retainer plus ad spend, you're going to make more than that after 4 months, okay? And then we can move forward. And again, the idea being, this is all proof of concept from us. And then after, we sit down and we talk numbers, because I'm like, hey, we didn't make any money, but we made you money, and so now let's enter a longer term thing where it makes sense for both of us to work together long term.
Of course, if it works and I earn, then I can, of course, give a part of it. You know?
Exactly.
But if I don't have it, then...
Right? So my team's cost per month per client and let's say I'll put you in the low end, right? But it's between $3,000 to $4,000 a month that I have to pay my team. Okay? So for you, if you can cover something in that range, then we can do it, and we can.
Yeah.
What's that?
Plus the ad spend I will need.
Yes, and we have to talk about that. So, but that's it. Basically, it's like that. If you cover my team's baseline costs, we can do the 4 months, and I'll give you a profitability guarantee where if you're not profitable, we'll keep working with you until you are, and you have potential to really make big numbers. So that's why I'm doing it, right? And you'll be profitable before. But okay. So those are numbers we're working with. Just tell me what you think before I say anything else.
How much ad spend is it per month? If I let's say 50 times 7 times 4, it's 1,400 ad spend. If it's only 50 a day,
that's fine. That's also good. That's okay. Yeah, you tell me if we do $3,000 a month, that's like my costs are probably gonna be higher than that, but that's okay.
So it will be 4,500 a month in terms of cost. Of course, hopefully there will be a return
Yes.
from the ads.
Yes.
Already maybe in
First
the
month.
beginning, but
No, first month, right away. Right away. And if I can get like a verbal commitment from you that you're gonna put as much of the profit as possible back into ad spend, then we can go really fast, right? That's kind of how it works. Because it's a cash flow business, right? You sell, you get money, you get the payouts, and then as much you can put back into successful ads, the faster we can grow.
okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it all makes sense, but it's just like, even if it's 3,000 euros per month, and I completely understand that it's a lot of work for you as well.
Yeah.
But it's 4 months of working together,
Yep.
5, 6 months work. So it's 15,000 euros,
US.
Yeah,
US.
but it's the same, more or less.
Is it?
no?
Okay.
Yeah, it's more or less the same. So I just can't decide right now. I need some time to think about it because it's not something that I have in my business. It will be. I will have to put it in privately.
Yeah, understand. But here's what I'll say. There'll be, again, we'll guarantee that you're going to be in the green, right? So that, I hope, takes away the risk for you.
But
Because,
how can you guarantee it? How?
because I'm saying, if after the 4 months you're not, I cover all costs of my team to keep working with you until you are. And no one's ever taken us up on it. Because, again, just back up. Do this, if the systems make sense to you, if everything I said makes logical sense and you can see how it moves forward, that's the belief that needs to be kind of transferred from me to you. And I have that belief, so that's why I'm saying, in the 4 months, you'll be profitable, right? And we won't have to work for free or anything like that. We won't get stuck anywhere. And I'll tell you this, the engagement only counts on days that you have ads running. So it's 120 days, right? We make, again, if you want to sign up, I take some deposit now. It'll be refundable. I'll send you the contract. You read it, right? Assuming it's good, you sign it, I sign it. You get a link to book your onboarding call with Phil. You get on that call, you guys talk about everything. We start doing our things, and you ship out the products to creators. We start making your website, we start auditing your ad accounts, your email flows, but the most important thing is the lander, right? And then we start doing the learning and the storyboarding for the stuff.
But okay.
Yep.
So, I know what my costs are, but how much do you think? I don't know how you can tell me right now, but I need to know that these costs that you cost me are also I can pay with a. So I don't know right now what ROAS or what return there will be in the first 4 months. I know what the cost side is. I don't know what the revenue side is.
If you can, okay, again, like I said, if you can, once you see that ads are working, and let's say, can you put back a large portion of the profits into ad spend? Into ad spends that are into ad that's making money. So into positive return on ad spend ads.
Yeah, but I think I can put a part, but that would mean I have the cost for you that go on top.
Yeah, honestly, I'll tell you this.
That won't be covered.
Well, it will at the end of the 4 months. It will, assuming.
Yes, at the end, yeah.
At the end, because we need that runway to scale you to a level where it is all covered. Because right now at the start, right, if you're paying me 3,000, right, and you have let's say $1,000 for ad spend, right, you got to make that 4,000 off 1,000 in profit. That's really, really tight. You got to have a huge return on ad spend, 7x, 8x, whatever. We've gotten that before, but that's not standard, so we don't bank on that. But if we have more time and you're putting the profits back in, that means we're scaling up. And then as you scale up, then the retainer becomes a negligible portion of what you're making, right? So at the start, the retainer will be like a big chunk of everything, right? There's just no way around that. But that's kind of like that initial, investment to grow long term, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just, just a bit hard for me to really. I need to think about how much people I will need for creating all the stuff. I need. And also, when after the 4 months, your cost will be higher, except if you don't reach the goals.
Well, okay. It's not like they're just going to go up. You and I will sit down and we'll talk numbers and we'll do something that makes sense for both of us. So it's not like I'm going to be, hey, I got you $100K a month, now pay me $10,000 for every single month in the future. Because we have a relationship by then, right?
Yeah.
So it's totally different. It's like literally, I'm like, hey, okay, let's partner up long term. What makes sense for you? These are our numbers. These are your numbers. So what's the middle ground that we reach, right? Then we have hard data to work with. So that's how I envision these things. Now, okay, what's the well, how are you feeling about the okay? So if we do 3,000 for us,
I feel I think I definitely think you're worth money. It's just I'm just a bit scared that I overload myself because I'm pregnant as well and I will get a baby in August, and I'm just, my husband, he works a lot and I'm just alone during the week, so I know that I need to employ people who help me with this, this is why,
with the production,
of course,
right?
Yeah, of course
Okay.
it's scalable and I can produce this, but I need help and I need to think about if I really can do it, and scale it up, and I need to know how much I need to scale it up so it gets to a level where I can pay you. Like, and I don't make loss. I don't lose money, So
Yeah, absolutely.
how much do I have to sell and produce in order to be able to cover all the costs, including your costs, not only the ad spend costs?
Yeah. Well,
This is what I need to know.
Over those 4 months, okay, let's go like this. Because so right now the biggest issue is kind of like supply chain. Let's call it supply chain, right? Because you don't know how much you can produce with your current situation if you're by yourself, right?
Yeah.
How much inventory do you have?
I don't know, for 2,000, even more, 4,000 candles, but they have different colors, so it depends. I need to.
Which ones are selling, right? We need the data in. We need the data. Which do you have like most popular ones, which sell like above and beyond the others?
Yeah, the white ones are most popular.
What's the percentage take? Is it something like 80-20 or like what is it?
30, 70 maybe.
Okay.
30 white ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Oh, 30 white ones and then 70 are all the rest?
Yeah, or 40 white ones and the rest, rest of the colors. Yeah,
Okay. What's the second biggest?
Gray.
And how much are those?
20 maybe.
Okay, so that's already 50%, right?
Yeah, roughly. I have to be sure. I have to calculate it again, but definitely these are the most.
Just approximate, because again, we don't need a wide variety for the cold traffic ones. We want less choices. So if we do white and gray, for example, maybe one more, but white and gray, if those are the best, if they make up 50% of what you're selling, then we just focus on those, right?
Yeah.
And that simplifies your inventory, right?
Okay.
Because, like, again, the more choices you give consumers, the less likely they're going to decide.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
Right? So if you have clear-cut sellers like that, where 50% are for 2 colors, we focus on those 2 colors.
Yeah.
Right?
White is much easier in the production as well, so it makes
Okay,
sense.
great. I mean, maybe we only do white. That's like, again, that's not a problem, right?
Okay.
Just depends on that. Now, what's okay? With your current inventory plus like you working, what can you sustain? Because you said before you can sustain up to 40,000, but I think that was kind of longer term thinking, or what's a number you can sustain per month in terms of revenue?
Okay. So how much I can produce? Yeah. Yeah, I have to really calculate it through, I think, but with the help I have right now, maybe, I don't know, 70,000, 80,000. I was thinking, but maybe not. I have to
even if it's okay,
calculate it.
even if it's half of that,
yeah.
even if it's half of that, that's plenty for you to make back like whatever we're putting in. Okay.
Yeah.
Like really. So, okay, I'll give you an example. This is the last time I worked with a dropshipper. It was in November, like October, November last year. They had 5,000 total that they could put into ad spend. We used half of that, and then we just used the profits to ramp up ad spend. Okay.
Yeah.
We got them to about 32,000 euro, and it was in the German market, in around plus minus 30 days. Okay, revenue. Now it was crap from China. The factory either shut down or after like Black Friday, they had a big spike and then they couldn't get more inventory. So we had to shut off all ads, which is, are you there? Okay. Which is totally disruptive. And then shipping times like 6 weeks. So lots of unhappy consumers. And then once they got the product, it was complete crap and we had like 30% return rate. Okay. Which destroyed everything, like the whole business.
Okay.
This is why I was like, okay, never again dropshippers. But he had 2,500 that we used in ad spend, and off that money, we scaled up to 30, okay? Because we just kept putting it back in 30 days. So if you can, I mean, honestly, if you give us $1,000 a month of ad spend, that's enough as long as you put it back in that we scale you to levels where within 4 months, you're good, right? You're in the clear significantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Mama.
It's possible, but I need to talk. I need to think about it. I need to talk to my husband about it.
Okay.
I can't decide right now. I know you want me to agree and sign something or whatever now, but
No. Let's
really
go like this.
pressures me right now.
Okay, yes. Let's go like this. Take the pressure off. Okay. Like if this works, if it works financially and the numbers work for you, do you want to work with us?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to.
Okay.
This is my only goal, that I get it, that it's scalable. You know, I don't need to reach millions, but I just want to have a business that is sustainable, that it works by itself more or less, or I know that there's revenue coming in each month.
Predictable revenue, right? And
that's my only goal.
Okay. So this is literally the fastest path there. You're going to be there within 4 months, like even earlier.
Yeah.
Now, let's just do this. If you want to work with us, and it's just the finances that are potentially an issue for you right now, and you have to sit down and look at the numbers, right, to see if it can work. Correct?
Sorry, what did you say? We sit down again.
You have to sit down and look at the numbers, so that like the biggest issue right now is just that the commitment of the amount.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I need to calculate it, and I need to know what I have to put in privately. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Can we do this? Can I take some small deposit now? Okay, it'll be fully refundable. From that, I'll draft the contract and I'll send you the contract so you have something real tangible. Okay. Then
How much what do you mean?
Usually I do 500, but if that's too much for you, we could do anything else. You could do $50, you could do $100. It just shows good faith on your side that you're actually interested. That's all.
Yeah, let's do $50. That's fine for me, but I can't. You know, it's too much pressure. It doesn't feel right if I do it more because
that's fine.
That's fine. Pressure, you know.
No. Then no pressure, right? And then we can just you can text me on WhatsApp. We can work out the numbers together, and I'll tell you this: the lowest I've ever gone for someone per month is 2,500. Okay, but that's like absolute lowest, and I'm operating at a loss no matter what with that. Okay.
Yeah.
If that helps you and is like, okay, that'll move the needle and I can afford like the 1,500 on ads, right? So you take like, we take from me and we put it into ads, right? For me, that's better because long-term, when you have more for ad spend, we can scale you faster, you see proof of concept, it all works, and then longer-term partnership, we'll get in something like that, okay?
Yeah.
So if that helps, but again, not right now, but just so you know, right? We can play around with, we still have wiggle room with the numbers, but it's really me working at a loss. But that's because I do believe in your stuff and like we can make it go.
Okay. I'll write it down.
So let's do this. I'll take that small deposit and then from the information you give me, I'll draft the contract and then you'll see the contract. It's a real document. It's all real and it's all in there, right? So you're not what's this on a call, right? So okay, let me log in and then I'll share screen as soon as we draft it so you can see what's going on.
I don't have any more time. Sorry, I didn't know how long it will take. But I need to...
2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Let me get your information.
Yeah. Is it already mentioned?
Okay. New customer. Okay, so it's Susan. P-K-E-R?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your email?
At the brand.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. No.
Dot .de.
.de.
Okay. Phone number?
.de.
Phone number, please?
Mommy.
0 6 0 1.
Mama, ich will jetzt...
Ich bin in einer Minute fertig.
Okay, what's your billing address?
Credit card?
Yeah, what's the address?
Write it in WhatsApp?
Yeah. And I'll share a screen so you see what's going on.
Germany.
Okay. Cool. Type it in. Go. Germany. Okay, like this looks right.
I think 31 is the number.
31, right?
The,
31. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, Hanover, Germany. Neither us. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is, we'll do like this. Create new item. Boom, boom. Creatives. Initial deposit. Fully refundable. Initial deposit. I'll do $50. Save and continue. Honestly, all this does is show some good faith on your side that you actually want to do it. And then once this goes through, in my eyes, you're a client, so then I'll do everything to make it work. This is rebelfit.io. That's the fitness company I told you about. Everything is registered under that. In the contract, it's rebelfit.io doing business as Boop Boop Creatives. Okay? So business, built. I mean, all this is, I can't read this, but this is correct, yeah?
And maybe the brand names also, so I can.
Oh, yes, that in the contract.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It says as well, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Contract is between my company and your company.
Good.
So I can send this to you now. Do you want me, I can take card now, or I can give you a link to pay it? What would you like?
I can give you the card number.
Okay, let's do that. Let me go.
American Express, it's 30. About it, I will calculate it and then we talk.
Okay, literally just talk to me on WhatsApp because I'm friendly.
Yeah.
I want to make this work for you. If there's anything in the contract you don't like, just tell me and I'll redo it. Don't feel like you're trapped by any, like there's nothing in there like that, but I'm just saying, if you want more information in the contract or you want like something changed or removed, I literally have zero problem because again, this initial engagement is literally just to prove it all to you, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it goes.
Okay.
And if we can work it, like if you can work the finances and make it work once you do all the calculations, just tell me. If we're close, I'll bridge the gap, okay? Because I really want to work with you. So, but just you just gotta tell me, like work the numbers out and then tell me, and there's no pressure. Just WhatsApp me and we'll talk, okay?
And your colleague in Austria,
Yeah.
he worked with the German companies, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He actually ran the
Good.
German one himself, except the VAT is the reason I do it more often. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, absolutely. You too. I'll send you the contract in probably 15 minutes or so. Okay, just so we said, so right now, the contract, $3,000 a month for 4 months, profitability guarantee. Anything else? Oh, that's good. Okay, and again, if you come back to me and say, hey, we got to shift numbers around, I'll change it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
But just look at your numbers. You give me this little deposit, that means you're serious, so I'm happy to make things work. I want to make things work because you have a great product, you have great potential, right?
Thank you.
So that's like the most important thing for me. So
Thank you very much for
good to
you.
talk. Hope to hear back soon. I'll text you in WhatsApp when I send the contract over. Okay?
Okay, talk to you soon.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.